This video is so complicated, it uses diagrams. Good morning, mixtapers. Today's video is going to be branching off from the video I did about capos a few weeks ago. So if you haven't seen that video yet, then go click the annotation that should be appearing somewhere around me and watch it first, because I'm expecting that you've already watched it. So if you haven't, it might be a good idea that you do so now. So now that you've all seen the capo video, I can carry on explaining what transposing means. Transposing is basically where you take a melody and you change its key. Now, some people were confused in my capo video when I started talking about keys. A key basically is a set of chords and notes that fit well together and are usually attributed to each other. For example, the key of E will usually include the E chord, the F sharp minor chord, the A chord, B chord, C sharp minor chord, and a few others as well, but generally speaking, if the song is in the key of E, it will include some of those chords. They're basically the ones that sound the best together. As I was saying in the capo video, sometimes we use capos to change the key of something to make it easier to sing. So to use the Little Soldier example again, I can't sing it when it's in Good evening, little soldier. That's too low. So I stick it on capo 4, play exactly the same chords, and it's much better for my voice. We could also do this without a capo though. If you didn't have a capo handy, or if you felt that it would sound better, we can transpose the chords up to the key that I sing it in, which is going from the A minor chord up to the C sharp minor chord. Now I can't play that as well without the capo, but that's how you would do it. And of course, once you've changed one chord, you need to change all the rest of them. And this is where my handy diagram comes in. This here is all the notes ever. So you start from the C, ding, C, you go around C sharp minor, D, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, and back to C, and it keeps on going for eternity, getting higher and higher and higher, or lower and lower and lower. So if I've changed the chord of A to a C sharp up here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that's 4. I can't point and look at the camera at the same time. That will be 4 movements. So for the next chord in the chord sequence, which is a C, to get it into the new key, I need to move the C around 4 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to an E. So in my new chord sequence, and then again from the E, count round 1, 2, 3, 4 to a G sharp. And that's how it plays. Good evening, little soldier, your feelings are okay. Close your eyes and remember better days. And that's how it goes. Of course, this works for moving songs down as well. I should probably explain why I've coloured this in different colours, by the way. Basically, this is for the sake of guitarists. For all the major chords, the red ones are hard to play and the blue ones are fairly easy. The F sharp one is debatable. It's a bar chord, but it's actually a fairly easy bar chord. So, yeah, that one should probably be purple, but it's red. So, if you're struggling to play a song, then I suggest getting your capo out and following these measures. So let's say that there was a song you wanted to play but the chords were too hard. Let's say it was in the key of E flat. And that's how the song goes, it's all bar chords and it's ridiculously hard. However, if we make a few changes with our wheel, we can try and get it into a key where it's going to be a little easier. Now, I already know the answer here, but If we take an E flat and move it down one, it goes to a D. Now D's a fairly easy chord to play. But now the problem is it's in a different key, which is an easy one to play, but it's in a different key. So what are you going to do? Well, if we stick a capo on the first fret, it's essentially going down to the D and then hopping back up to the E flat. Which is exactly the same as it was up there. The E flat's gone to a D, but we put the capo back on it to make it go up to an E flat again. So the B flat will now become an A, but because we got the capo on the first fret, it's still a B flat being heard. C minor, which is what we were playing before, goes down to a B minor, but again, because the capo's on it, it's still a C minor that's heard out of the guitar. G sharp goes down to a G, but because the capo's on it, it's still a G sharp that's heard. So I hope that your brains haven't exploded from that overload of information in a short amount of time, and I hope that you're not even more confused than you were when we started. All being well, I guess I shall see you tomorrow, Ed. Ta-ta for now.